Check, check, check. You guys here? Guy said I'm muted. All right. Terminator down. He said, "Come on, you Reds." What's up, yo? Reese, appreciate it. Yeah, I was muted. I was saying that I did not know Igor Thiago was that young, 24. But that's what Alexis was saying. She was saying that he was the Brazilian with the most goals in the Prem. So I think that's interesting. All that to say is like we're always looking for the next best thing, the next thing smoking, and it's like remember when Yorkerez was the next thing smoking? Now look where he is. So I don't know. That's all I got to say about that. I just want to get back to football where like players are consistent for longer and we're not just looking for the next young talent. You remember Max Dowman in the middle of the season for Arsenal and everybody thinking I haven't seen Max Dowman since. All right, Liverpool Arsenal, my friends. Sorry I missed yesterday's stream. I was at football. All good. Charters, you missed my starter bench stream, but I guess since you're not a Chelsea fan, you don't like to listen to that stuff. All good. Fulham, Arsenal, Liverpool. There it is. Hold on, I'm getting the clock figured out over here. Guys, I have no faith in Liverpool, by the way. Like, I really want them to do well. They're at. Are they at the Emirates? No, they're at. Am I tripping? It looks like they're at Anfield. We'll see. Y'all tell me. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the score back up here. There we go. We lit. 2-2 draw with Fulham. Wait, hold on. Score predictions, Reese fan says. I think Liverpool's winning 4-0. That's crazy talk. Has anybody put 4 past Arsenal this year? That's crazy talk. 2-0 Arsenal win, says Chris. 2-2 draw with Fulham. Who are we talking about? Alexa, where is Liverpool and Arsenal playing? At the Emirates or Anfield? I can't even tell. It looks dark.
At the Emirates Stadium in London.
Okay, this is at Arsenal's home. At the Emirates, Reese, there he is. He said, "Trust me." Reese is 2 or 3 for 3 today with his ball knowledge or his knowledge of what's going on right now. So we appreciate it. 11 bloody people. Terminator. We used to get 50 people in, man. We got to get back to growing this stream, these watch parties. I will let you guys know that I'm very close to starting the Patreon to where this below will no longer be a graphic. It will actually be the game. It will be $2 a month, and we're gonna guarantee at least 4 games, but it'll probably be at least 2 games a week, so probably closer to 8 games. And then we'll do some fun stuff. Look at Saka back and forth. We'll do some fun stuff like voting on what games we should watch together. So that'll be coming soon. There's a better chance of St. Mirren winning the Prem than Liverpool. After Liverpool doing so bad at the beginning of the season, they really have found their stride. But I just think Arsenal is the only team that has consistency today. Set off Terminator's match day here. Talk about almost scoring right now. I'm thinking Arsenal are just going to wear Liverpool down. They're starting off hard. Saka cutting across. Is that Kirkez who's playing Saka? Oh my God, Saka. Saka's up for it. Mike Ox Big, what's happening? Reese fan, yes. No longer a hater, but he's bringing the stats. Chelsea should be in 5th in the Premier League. We're going to see, Chris. I know I'm hopeful, delusionally hopeful. Man, just walking past McAllister. Did you see that, Saka? Literally. Chris, I think we should be able to finish top 4, but it's going to be rough. All right. Here comes Soboslai and Kirkez up the field. What kind of ball? See, Reese, you're not able to watch the game? We'll let you know. But again, you would be somebody who really will benefit from the Patreon. We'll have the game right here. I think the one thing I'm trying to decide is if I want to stay vertical. I think I'll probably go horizontal for the Patreon. What camera is that? Blurry camera. Also, I'm not sure if my boy oh, yeah. I'm not sure if Croissant's in the building today, but man, Marseille doing just about everything to win the French Cup except for everything. Guys got it all the way to PKs and just blew it on the PKs. Shout out Marseille, though. Aubameyang and all them boys. The only good people in Arsenal is Rice. No. Rice is doing well right now, but Arsenal are just a good team, man. Gabby, Saka, Rice. I am surprised I'm seeing more Odegaard these days. I thought by now Eze would have absolutely taken that position, but man, they got depth. Zubamendi has been balling. Hincapie is a weird one. I'm just surprised he's on the pitch, but I guess Calafiori really can't stay healthy. Chris, the last Arsenal game you watched is Madrid versus Arsenal. This guy's got to be offside. Timber. I won't call this pirating is what we'll do. I'll call it community building. That's what we're doing. The second I feel like a pirate, I mean, I'm actually not pirating this game. I pay for Peacock. Man, Saka's up for this game. Look at this, y'all. Y'all who were saying Liverpool about to drag Arsenal, I don't think they've gotten out of their half but one time. I do have a lot of love for Cody Gakpo. Where's Ekitike? I have a lot of love for Gravenberch too. I think he's a baller. Is Ekitike on the bench? What's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, soon Reese fan we'll all be able to watch together. That is, if you guys really are dope. Okay, Hugo's in. When did he? Big stats, Reese fan. When did Hugo get injured? Big Titan says, I think this man is Man U fan based off the background in Jersey. I'm going to show you guys what I got working here because we got the end of the PSG Marseille match going on as well. The Emiratis putting up the trophy. French league is so interesting. Marseille's never been better. Took it all the way to 90 minutes, 2-1. And then PSG. Oh no, did I press a button? PSG just go ahead and freaking score and beat them in penalties. Crazy. Yeah, I don't. When did okay? Ekatika got injured in training or something. Yo, is the scouting report just drive to the line because Liverpool don't defend? That's crazy. Arsenal are all over this team, yo. Alejandro Herrera, what's up, bro? Welcome. You want Arsenal to win? I think I just want them to draw. I think I want this to be 2-2. If it's going to happen, then Liverpool are probably going to have to score, leave it late. I just want teams to drop points. As a Chelsea fan, should I just like allow in my head Arsenal is just going to win this, and so I want to be rooting for Liverpool right now? Because here's the thing, Liverpool are ahead of us, and I think there's more of a chance to catch up to Liverpool, who are only 3 points ahead of us, than to catch Arsenal, who are 17 points. Alejandro said, Chelsea have a very good squad, bro. Maybe the new manager will get them to play better. Man, I wish we just had a show. I have a show that we do it Fridays. Today we did it, Thursday. Next week we're going to be doing it Thursday where we talk about it. It's called Starter Bench. Make sure you tap in. All that to say is my realistic brain is very distraught. We're not very hopeful, but if I allow myself to be a little delusional, maybe the coach can be a good player manager and allow the players to pass the ball. Liverpool they just look uncomfortable. We'll see. But all I can hope for as a Chelsea fan is teams like these two to drop points. I think I do want to draw. I do need a draw. Red Card FC supporter is wild. Yeah, man, that shit is so crazy. Chelsea are missing a 25-goal a season striker. I agree. But even more than that, we're missing a real center back or two. That's really what we've been missing. We don't need a 25-goal a season striker. We're scoring every game. Actually, we're doing pretty well in that category. Did I want Victor Osimhen so badly last year? Yes. Did I want to keep Nicholas Jackson? Yes. What happened? Neither of those things happened. We got Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. Liverpool signed Wirtz and Isak, and they're doing nothing. Wirtz, Ekitike, and Isak. But they're fourth. They're top four. But yeah, that's crazy to go from champions to this. Appreciate you, Alejandro. Yeah, hit that subscribe, man. We watch Real Madrid games too. Again, we're going to start a Patreon very soon. Just so you guys can watch what I'm watching. Hold on. Hold that thought because I'm watching Frimpong. Ooh, can you shoot? Can you chip the keeper? Whoa! Gakpo. Gakpo, selfish. Liverpool inches away. Dang. That was a great shot, too. Ekitike is good. I'm sad he's injured because he's actually in really good form, and I'm really curious how he integrates into the French squad for the World Cup. Like, can you imagine Mbappe having the freedom to go back on the left, Dembele on the right, Ekitike top, Shirky maybe at a 10, maybe Michael Elise? I don't really watch the Bundesliga, so I don't know. I don't know who's better between Shirky and Elise right now, but I think it's still Elise. Then you got Doué and Barcola coming off the bench. Okay, we got a game. Liverpool have grown into this game 27 minutes in. Mark Gay for Chelsea would be ideal. Absolutely ideal. Should have happened this summer. Gay, he was looking to get to Liverpool. He held out, you know. Wow, was that Wirtz who shot that? Hey, appreciate you, Alejandro. Yeah, man. That's what this is about. Tapping in with the community. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but the slogan literally is you'll never watch alone. You come to these watch parties, man. We're out here. Damn. There is a little bit of excitement. I kind of do want Liverpool to score. I think just, again, as a Chelsea fan, my hate for Arsenal is superseding my desire for Liverpool to drop points so that we can go and higher in the table. It's a weird thing. Alejandro says Mbappe, Cherki, Doué, Olise in the same team is mad. It is mad. It's just, you know, maybe that's like England. Like maybe you got too many players, right? Because that's like Bellingham. I mean, not to compare these players to the others, but Bellingham, Phil Foden, Palmer, you know, Saka, Rashford. Like somebody's got to sit the bench, bro. Vinny to Chelsea. How do you feel? Chris, that was fake news. There was like a little bit of murmurs in it, but it's not happening. I don't know what Vinny's gonna do though. Matter of fact, why do I have this PSG game still going? We have Atletico and is anybody watching Atletico and Real right now? I'm tripping. So many games today, y'all. Let me see if it's on ESPN. Terminator. Yo, am I talking to Terminator or am I talking to Charditz? You guys love Killian Phillips. I actually like your other dude better than Killian Phillips. Who's the big black striker you have on St. Mirren? I can't think of his name. Or I can't pronounce his name, maybe. I love him, though. Vinny is the Brazilian Garnacho. Hey, yo! That's a tough one, man. Y'all are talking about a 2-time Champions League winner. We just have such short memories in the world of football these days. Uh-oh. Set piece FC. This is where this, you know, things could really hurt Liverpool is this. Declan Rice on the ball, dead ball specialist. Gabby. Let's see, Saliba, all of these guys back here pushing and shoving and nah, this is not going in. Reese fan said, if I will never watch alone when you were watching FC Midland. I told you, you were actually supposed to give me a game that they were in that would be a good one to watch. It was supposed to be like Midland versus who? We'll have to figure it out. Declan Rice, I wanted Real, absolute great leader and player. I agree with you, but y'all have so many players in that position. You know, well, maybe not so many. I just think Chouameni and Camavinga are actually really good. And I think Chouameni could be a great leader, but, you know, y'all. I think y'all's biggest issue is Xabi Alonso. Speaking of which, Real Madrid up in the 68th minute against Atletico on ESPN2. Hold on, let me put that up. This is the cup. So I forgot because I did my live show starter bench. I completely forgot that Real Madrid started. This is just a great day of games. Just got to be happy. And ESPN2 Spanish Cup Soccer. Here we are. The question, my friend Alejandro, is: can Real Madrid win La Liga this year? Because I'm sick of these Barca fans talking. RM fans are greedy. This is a hilarious comment. It's facts. You got the world and you want more. You guys, Real Madrid, usually you guys are the best in the world, but after that drought to your rivals, Barca last year, and losing in the Champions League the way you did, that is tough. I'm hoping you guys, Barca fans are, not all Barca fans, but there are some that are just, I cannot stand. Worse than Arsenal fans, I'm telling you. So I need you guys to play better. And look, is that Mendy back in the side? Ferland Mendy. All right. Meanwhile, I'll show you guys what we got going here. Dual setup. You have to on days like these. Oops, sorry. Good games today, man. Good games. So if you see me looking this way and this way, you know why. Oh, my dog is being a nuisance right now, so she's going to have to come up here. For those of you guys don't know, Baby the French Bully, she's a PSG fan. She's all excited. Her team just won. Remontada. It's officially a draw week in the PL. That's what I'm thinking, bro, except for us. Except for Chelsea. Chelsea ain't drawing shit. Drawing. At least we drew City, but. Chris is all about Baby the French Bully. All right, this Arsenal game was kicked up, and then it's kind of slowed down a little bit. They are bringing the press. So remember, I don't know, for those who watched the Starter Bench show earlier, Alexis and I were talking about how Chelsea's coach, Liam Ross Sr., it's going to get tough to say his name, likes to play kind of pressing front forward football. And Alexis was talking about how that's a really tough thing to do in the Prem because you can get counterattacked just like this, as we see Frimpong, highest man up. We bowls over. But I think if you got a good system, you should be pressing. Abish says, United fan here, bro. I feel you, bro. Yo, I have some United fans, friends, and I be trying to tell them, you guys are not like us. Wow. Trossard almost pushed that through. But that's just because I don't want to be in the same boat as United right now, man. Like, I'm feeling okay. At least we got a coach. I don't know who you guys are going to pick as your coach next year or this year. Is Darren Fletcher going to be him all season for the rest of the season? Verge and Rice having words because Arsenal playing disrespectful. Who else was playing? When Chelsea were playing, I know obviously I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm going to talk about Chelsea all game. When Chelsea were playing Newcastle, they were doing that same thing. Whatever happened to the respect? You know, a player goes down, you kick it out of bounds, allow him to. Let's see if this was really a foul. Ooh, and that is a foul in the box from Hincapié. Tell me, are y'all seeing this replay? The man turns his ankle. That is a penalty, bro. Tell me y'all saw this. Chris said Liverpool had a big downgrade. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you have all these players. Bring the old manager from Liverpool. Bro, Klopp don't want nothing to do with coaching anymore. That Prem will wear you out. Man, Reese and Alejandro, two teams that are not even featured. Well, no, I guess they are, just on different TVs. Reese fan is an Arsenal fan, actually. I got him to finally change his name to Reese fan because he was Reese hater before. But we know a hater can change his stripes. Saka, what kind of ball was that? Alejandro, it's crazy. We do respect Real Madrid as one of the best in the world, but I'm not going to lie. As Premier League fans, we do not respect La Liga. It's Champions League or bust. And that's why, specifically with Barcelona fans, it's like, I don't want to hear nothing from a Barca fan. That is a handball. I was born in and living in Madrid. This is my team from birth. Let him know. He said, that's fair. You see, Reese, I will say, even though Reese came to troll when he first came into this chat, he is, I was going to say not delusional. He is a respectable fan. He'll admit when he's not going to just double down on BS. He don't stand on bullshit. He stands on business, which I appreciate, Reese. You appreciate that? Yes. At least one of our teams are doing good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, what a back heel. Vinny Jr. The question is, when will Mbappe return? Because Real Madrid actually look like they play better without Mbappe, but they're better with Mbappe. Does that make sense? That's a crazy statement. But you know you're going to get some goals when they score with Mbappe. But you know the team is going to try to play better as a unit without Mbappe because they're not as reliant on him. At least that's my thoughts. But I haven't watched Madrid in a minute because holidays. I will come back. I'm going to play FC Mobile. Oh, does anybody play FC Mobile? Is that a good game? What? I want to see goals in this game, though. I will say that. And if we want to see goals, it's going to have to come from Liverpool first. Arsenal are hella comfortable. They can do this all game and then score in the 90th minute off a header from a throw-in. Mbappe needs to stay left wing, in my opinion. Yeah, that's interesting. I think he's been a good 9, though. Wow. Good play. Timber couldn't get a good cross off. Mbappe should win Ballon d'Or. I don't care. That's kind of where I'm at with Madrid. I just want Mbappe to do well because I think he deserves it, to be honest. He is literally the best player in the world. And folks try to argue it. Folks try to throw Erling Haaland in there. Dembele, I'll give him because they had a hell of a season. And he had a hell of a season last year. But he's not the best player in the world. One of the best players. Sell Vinny to Saudi. Y'all are so. Why is there so many Vinny Jr. haters? Wait a minute. Arda Guler's coming in for number 7. Is that Vinny? Right on cue. Come, go sit down. And Vinny is walking off the field as slow as possible. I've got to say, Haaland for Ballon d'Or over Mbappe. It kills me to say. I can't. Haaland hasn't won his team anything, you know? I think the treble season was the best season. And again, for Haaland to not touch the ball all game and be the best goal scorer, he didn't score in any final or semifinal. And they won the treble. He didn't score in no FA Cup final, semifinal. He didn't score in Champions League final, semifinal. I get it, he's a threat. But more so than any attacker on earth, because he really doesn't touch the ball, he's judged on his goals. And if you're not scoring in the pivotal moments, wow, Arsenal are dissecting Liverpool. Gonzalo is amazing from Real Madrid. Garcia. Mbappe could take a goal and score with 2 touches. Ridiculous. Haaland is a better 9. I agree with that. I think Haaland is a better 9. I think his skill set is limited at City. Again, I think he's a good player, but the way he's being utilized, they are balling Arsenal. They're just doing everything but scoring. This is actually the best I've seen Arsenal, or maybe the most intricate I've seen them play, and they're obviously a very intricate team. I'm the only one here. I just hate Vinny so much that I account for 4 people. I think Garcia is good, but I don't think he's like Madrid caliber number 9 good. I think that's a wild thing to say. Wow. I said wow because I just saw. Oh, I saw Griezmann almost score a Chilena. Man, where has Griezmann been, right? I thought he was going to the MLS. I thought he was coming to LAFC soon. I'll take Haaland at 9 and Mbappe left wing. That's a great question. As a Madrid fan, would you sell, like literally just formation-wise and everything, would you sell Mbappe for Haaland? Like, would you trade Mbappe for Haaland? I'm not sure if Mbappe would do so well on City. I think he would do so well on Liverpool. '82nd minute of the Madrid derby right here. And it's looking like we're going to see. Isn't this a semifinal? Does it look like we're going to see Barcelona and Madrid in the final like we always do? Let's see. Yep. Copa del Rey final, January 11th. Is it usually that early? He does have a case for a penalty. I think that's a penalty. Did you guys see this replay? I'm at the 46th minute of the Arsenal-Liverpool game. The ball, it's a long ball to Frimpong, who's the highest man up. Hincapie's slightly behind him in the box. And he touches his leg and his leg, and then his ankle then kind of folds because he contacts him. I think that could be no VAR, I guess. No, Garcia would not be good in Chelsea. I don't think so. I just think it's just crazy how different Spanish football is from English Premier League football. Like we already saw a crazy stat that Igor Thiago is has the most goals in a single season of any Brazilian player ever to play in the Premier League. I just think their styles of play, La Liga is just a lot more technical. Champions League definitely suits more technical teams, which is why teams like Madrid, PSG are always in it. Versus Premier League teams, I mean, that season is a grind, bro. Reese fan says no, Pim. I heard Mbappe's mom is an Arsenal fan. Isn't there a story about Mbappe like going on trial at Arsenal or something when he was really young? Reese fan, you're the stats man right now. It's halftime, guys. Halftime in the Liverpool Arsenal. Ooh, was that Llorente? Yes, sir. Atletico Madrid inching ever so close. Sorry, guys. I got a call. My bad, y'all. Halftime blenders. I gotta put this camera on Do Not Disturb.
You're really buying a car online on AutoTrader? Really? Your search can really be that specific? Really? So all you need to do is drop in some info and you want to see cars in budget. Really? You can really buy a car totally online? Really?
All right, we're back. We're back, chat. My bad, bro.
Really?
Ooh, I'm missing some interesting convo. Haaland did not deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. He only scores goals in the Prem, not any tournament, but Mbappe does so. Mbappe needs to win the Ballon d'Or. Interesting. Again, this year is interesting. I can't think of a more producing player than, I guess, Haaland and Mbappe. Are there any other players would you guys think are candidates? Declan Rice, huh? Anybody? Mbappe, I would never sell, but he would be Chelsea's answer. Facts. I don't care if he's left wing, right wing, striker. I would take Mbappe in a heartbeat. Let it all work out. Mbappe needs to win the Ballon d'Or. Oh man. All right, so we got Atletico 1, Real Madrid 2, 88th minute. But Real Madrid has been defending deep. Rice is going to be in 7th. I think Rice has had a great year. Will we call it Ballon d'Or year? Probably not. Maybe if they win some trophies. Like if Arsenal win the treble, just based on how Rice has played so far, would you say that Rice has played better than Rodri in his Ballon d'Or year when he won the treble? Only difference is Rodri also won the Euros. I have so much hate for Rodri winning Ballon d'Or that year. I thought it should have been I thought it should have been Jude Bellingham personally. I know it wasn't even between Jude, but I thought the PR for Vinny um, wasn't warranted, and if they had pushed that PR for Jude instead, he would have won it because he did everything. He he got his team to the final in the Euro, right? He scored a bicycle kick to tie a game, one game. He scored a game-winning header. So internationally, he did great. Then he won La Liga. Ooh, he won La Liga with Real Madrid. They went pretty deep in the Champions League. I just think they did a lot. I hate Barca, but their young Cam Fermin is really good. Chelsea was looking at Fermin. I don't know if he's really good. I mean, I saw him literally just yesterday blow a wide open shot in the box. I do think I can't judge him based on that, but um, I don't know. As a Chelsea fan, when we were looking at him, I wasn't really excited about him. I do think Danny Olmo is good. I think he's just had a weird kind of run. Barcelona can't like afford their players, so Danny Olmo can't get registered every year and all that stuff. Reese fan says Rice is better than Rodri. Again, remember he's slightly biased. Ramirez, I thought he was a cam. Rodri and Rice come to Real. Dang, maybe you are greedy, Alejandro. Maybe it's just not fair. Because to be honest, they would go to Real. I don't think that's what you guys need, though. I think you guys need a little bit better defense. Ooh. Real almost scored one. It's so crazy to see Mendy on the field again. Good for him. That was Connor Bradley who hit that ball. Arsenal versus Liverpool again. He hit that ball, almost chipped the keeper, underside the post. Dog, if this isn't the most real statement, he went from Ballon d'Or to literally forgotten. And you can't say he's still injured. It's been 2 years, 2 seasons. And it just Nico Gonzalez came in and took Randman's spot. And that's why I'm just kind of like, bro, how you go from Ballon d'Or? And again, people make that excuse like, yeah. Remember City barely lost a game when Rodri was playing. Now look at them. Like, nah, bro. They put Rodri in against us. Reece James ran circles around him. Alejandro you want Mickey Van de Ven. Why? Just because he's like super athletic, super speed? Have you seen Tottenham play lately? Man. And I remember the top of the year, we were all like, man, Thomas Frank, he's got it. Tottenham are looking scary. Yeah. That's the thing about being in the Premier League season. It's a tough. Dude, how did this man lose it in the middle of the park? Madrid got 4 back defending. Atletico got 5 up right now, but nobody to pass to. It's looking like it's going to be a final. Real Madrid versus Atletico. This weekend, I guess Sunday, the 11th. Reese and Alejandro, trying to troll each other, the new trolls of the chat. I ain't mad at y'all. Y'all can go back and forth. 94th minute in this Madrid game. They're still up 2-1. It looks like it's a wrap. Guys, if you could see what's going on with my computer right now, it's going crazy. Hold on 1 second. Let's fix this for the second half. Sounds like grounds for a restart, my friends. Grounds for a restart. You see this? All right, let's get that going. Damn. Julian Alvarez just missed a big opportunity for Atletico Madrid. God. Yo, what is going on, y'all? All right, we're gonna close that window, just for now. We'll get it back once system restarts. All right, we're here. Sheesh. No. All right, we're back. Halftime in the Liverpool game. We're going to get this graphic going in a bit. Hold on. Let me see what the chat's talking about because we had some interesting thing. Chris said I'm the only one chilling. Yo, Reese fan, an Arsenal fan, and a Madrid fan going back at it. Madrid, Alejandro, congrats, by the way. You guys are into the final of the Copa del Rey. I don't think that means much to you guys. It means everything to Barcelona fans, I think. By the way, we have a really fierce derby. I would love for you to play in that derby. Players are lucky not to break up on that game. What, the Midland derby? Who's Midland's direct rival? Semenyo officially a City player now, bro. Alexis didn't think that seemed like a balanced team, but I get a little confused at Bernardo Silva's influence. I think he's a great player, but like for a team like City that keeps that much possession, I feel like maybe he needs to be challenging Phil Foden on, in those more central positions, and they need to be having like dynamic players like Semenyo and Doku out wide. So I'm really curious to see what having a Doku and a Semenyo on the same team looks like. I think that's going to be crazy. He said, "Bro, his height." I don't think Real's going to lose this one. I think, bro, it's like La Liga just goes back and forth, man. And I don't think this is Barcelona's year, but we're going to see. Reese fans' biggest rival against FC Midland is Viborg. Bro, I gotta get out to Denmark, man. These names are even hilarious. I just hear Denmark's beautiful. I hear you guys got a lot of money. Beautiful country and town. Curious about it. All right, let's see if I can get this graphic back up for second half. Y'all, just so many games today. So much to play. I'm actually flying out of town tonight. Usually on Fridays, I do this thing called FIFA Fridays, where we play FIFA. What is going on? And talk about teams, lineups, games, all that. Hopefully, we're gonna get that back going next week. Hopefully, dude, what is going on with this? All right, it looks like the computer is finally booting back up. Leao's dropped off. That's an interesting take. Chris says, trust me, Real's going to lose. That's going to be interesting. We're going to see. I'm curious too. Unfortunately, a little too much racism, but not as bad as the U.S. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of racism in the U.S., but I think it's very similar just around the world in general. But that's interesting to hear you say that, Reese fan. Top 5 country in the world as well as least corrupt country. Oh, were you talking about Spain? Spain is interesting. I will say, as much as I hate Barcelona and their fan base, you're going to hate me when I say this, Alejandro, but Barcelona as a city, I actually really like. It's probably top 3 cities I've ever been to. Maybe top 3 cities I'd like to live in. It just reminds me of LA. You know, beach city, but just as industrial and historic as it is. What is going on, man? I'm telling you guys, I'm having systems issues. But favorite city on earth, Rio de Janeiro. That's the city y'all gotta go to. Same vibe as LA and Barcelona, beach town, but also industrial, historical city. But the vibe is chill. I have so many Danish facts I could give you. Like, we have more pigs than people. Man, are y'all bacon eaters? We have the oldest flag still in use. Hing said, am I a United fan? I hate London and all Chelsea fans. You guys are so deluded, fam. Bro, Hings, welcome to the chat. This man telling us we're deluded. Every United fan I know wants to be a Chelsea fan or wants to say we're all in the same boat. Every United fan. And I'm just like, nah, bruh. If you want to open applications, we're open. No, I do not. Something's going on. Computer's on the fritz. All right. Let's get back to business. I think halftime is finally. What is going on, bro? Tech difficulties, guys. Apologies. We got a lively chat, though, y'all. Keep it going. We got one more half, Arsenal. Bro, what? All right. Yo, we got to get back to game, man. Where's the remote I just had? Get ready for the physicality of the Prim. There it is. All right, game's back on. What? Dude, I think it's my TV. Game on, game on. No idea what's going on. We're about to be back, y'all. All right. Hing said, I'll never be a Chelsea fan. I grew up watching United. I've been a Manc my entire life. I'll never rent an apartment in London, lad. No, I feel that. But I'm talking about more about your fan base wanting to be like us. So you guys feel better about being so bad for the last decade plus. I don't know how old you are, Hings, but I think it's been a long time since United has had any kind of success. That said, I guess you did have Ten Hag and you did win the Europa League once. That was a nice little time. You've won more than Arteta has in the last 6 years. I can say that. But it's gonna be a real tough way back, my friend. Hold on. We're almost back. Graphic is up. Let's see. New window. Zeros, Liverpool and Arsenal. Can it stay this way? I'm down for both teams to drop points. That's what I've decided. But I also want to see a goal. So If you come to Denmark, try pastries. We have the second best just behind France. That's tough, though, because I got a lot of love for France and French pastries, bro. Did Alejandro leave? I think Alejandro might have left. Hopefully all this technical difficulties didn't ruin the chat, but I think it did. But we'll be back. Let's just sit back and enjoy watching this game for a little bit. Arsenal, Liverpool. Man, the wingbacks are really getting up the field. So it looks like that ankle injury from Frimpong couldn't be fixed at halftime. So now we got – oh, no, Frimpong is on the pitch. Where the hell is Connor Bradley coming from then? Maybe it looks like Slot pushed Frimpong a bit higher up the pitch. So I see Frimpong and Connor Bradley on the right. Slopesly in the middle. Hold on, they got a close-up of Hincapié, so we're going to have to figure out what's next. Slopesly in the middle with, looks like McAllister running around up top. No true striker. Gakpo still on the wing. Trossard into Zubamendi. I don't know what kind of lineup Liverpool's playing. It's like Wirtz and McAllister are the highest men up. Unless they're on the counterattack, in which it's usually a right wing back, like a Connor Bradley or Frimpong. Did Connor Bradley start? There's no way. Okay, yeah. He started with Connor Bradley and Frimpong right wing. Connor Bradley right back. Gravenberch, McAllister in the middle. Slopesly and Wirtz up top. Yeah. I didn't even look at this lineup. You see this, guys? I don't know if it's... Reese fan said Gakpo's playing straight. No, Gakpo's like comfortably on that right wing. I don't know if he's comfortable there. He thinks he's an Mbappe or not. But when Liverpool first picked up Gakpo, I thought he was a Nunez replacement. So I thought he should be up top. But either way, he's been balling on that left wing. So whether he's up top or on the left, he's a good player. Let's see. Miles Lewis-Skelly coming in for Hincapié, which makes sense. Now that I understand how Frimpong started in this team, I understand why he's been the highest man on the pitch so far. Yeah, Frimpong playing win the whole game. Bradley's right. Yeah. I'm with you. Matthew. Liverpool moving that ball. Gakpo don't want to pass the ball. Frimpong burst past Miles Lewis Kelly. Yo, do you remember when folks, Reese, you tell me, but Miles Lewis Kelly, they were telling me that he was one of the best wingbacks in the league. And I don't even know if he's a wingback. He's a midfielder, isn't he? Either way, if I'm Liverpool, I'm pushing that ball to Frimpong every time. Try to expose him. They just need to get somebody in the box. It's a shame. Both Isak and Ekitike out for this. Chris Ramirez is in the building. It makes sense. Frimpong can't defend. I agree with that one. I thought him as a Trent replacement was really funny. Alejandro couldn't handle the beef. Alejandro will be back, I'm sure. I think it was a little bit of my technical difficulties messing things up. Still 0, 60th minute. Soboslai. Who's a better dead ball specialist? Declan Rice or Schloboslai? Schloboslai, no knuckle this time. Reese, why did I start supporting Chelsea? There's not, I think. I started supporting Chelsea when it was actually just before Mourinho and Drogba. So I would say Mourinho and Drogba were big parts of me staying a Chelsea fan. I started supporting Chelsea because they just had started playing the Premier League on Goal TV, I want to say. Or maybe it was Fox Soccer. I think it was Fox Soccer. Back in 2000, maybe 2001, I think. I was in 5th grade. And everybody was Man United. Everybody, like, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody was like, oh, Man United, it's the team you got to support. And at the time, I didn't want to support Man United. And the only other team, they would play only like Man United games too. Not even Arsenal, just like Man United. And then Chelsea had just been, I don't want to say they were just promoted, but they had just gotten Roman Abramovich. And people were calling Chelsea the New York Yankees of soccer now. All they care about is money and stuff like that. And I just remember they wore blue. And I was like, let me see what they're about. and they happened to play them on Fox Soccer. And it was a mix between seeing so many black players. I think it was Makaleli, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbeck. There were a couple others. But the team just looked stronger. Like the team just looked like a squad. Every time I saw Manchester United, I just wasn't very impressed at the time. I can't even remember who was on United at the time. Was it Van Nistelrooy? I don't remember, but it just didn't look like my team. Chelsea looked like my team. And so I just kept watching them and supporting them whenever they would come on the TV until Jose Mourinho got there in '04. I think I was in 8th grade. And and then he brought in Drogba. And Drogba didn't even have a good season that year, but the way he played, big man thing, he was big, fast, strong. I really loved it. And so I supported them ever since. And then obviously we've had other players. Like Michael Ballack was always a favorite of mine. Germany was really big in the World Cups. Who else? I was a big fan of the Brazilians too, but they weren't playing in the Prem like that. But I'm not going to lie. Like I would have been a Barcelona supporter because I remember watching Rivaldo playing against Valencia in like the Copa del Rey, and he scored a hat trick, and his third goal was a bicycle kick. And Rivaldo, black guy, Brazilian. I used to think he was good, but they just played the Premier League more in the United States, and so the Premier League was more fun to watch. And that is a long explanation of how I became a Chelsea fan. So all that to say is blue is the color. I probably, if I had to join a gang, I would have been a Crip over a Blood, all of that.
Liverpool in a far more impressive second half. Liverpool passive last in the first half, probing if they're taking multiple questions of their hosts. Arsenal looking to get the ball and have a bit of a breather now and reset. Do a lot of work out of possession.
I'm not gonna lie. This Arsenal game has slowed down, and now it's Sassuolo versus Juventus, and somehow that's catching my eye more than this. It's like Arsenal, and Arsenal does this. Like they just slow down. All right, let's see if Liverpool kick it out of bounds now that Martinelli's rolling around hurt. What's up, J Clips? J Clips in the building. What's happening? I should do a Sunday stream where I recap the Prim games or something. I was thinking about that, bro. I think it's just it's easier for us to get more people in this chat and keep the chat lively. I like that idea. I've been thinking about it. J Clip said, "Come on, Fulham." Man is trying to troll. Man is trying to troll. Do you play FM? What is FM? It's not Fortnite. Oh, and Juventus scored. Oh, Football Manager. I used to, but I don't have a computer right now to power it. But I used to like way back in the day. I think between FIFA and Football Manager, that's how I like learned a lot of players around the world. Football Manager used to be really fun. Haven't played it in years though.
But this game feels it's changed very quickly either way. Turn up and I thought very straightforward question. You've absolutely no idea, no idea. Great. Thanks for your insight. Over. Various moments of VAR scrutiny. Everything has been checked. Everything has been cleared.
Clips, you got a sick edit? I don't remember. What did I ask you to? Did I tell you to make a Chelsea edit or a Cole Palmer edit? I can't remember. I do remember saying it. I just don't. Man, it's been a while. Wow. Saka.
Arsenal winger, VAR, there's a thing that feels a bit serious foul play involved. To do with yellow cards. Bradley. Green card. No sample to come back on. Start touchline. Coming from really difficult areas from Shopify.
But J Clips, if you want me to take a look, let me know where it is. If it's on your page, that's what I do with Charditch. We usually do it during halftime. But I want to see the edit if it's sick.
Soboslai. Bradley again. Thinking about Liverpool's place at half time. Focus too. Picking down the right side. Much of time going on. Soboslai. Bring on for Bradley as well. Thinking not better.
Liverpool looking the more interesting team. Oh, Bradley. What a weird tackle. All right, let's see what Arsenal got. Watch the bounce. J Clips, you're not gonna post it? If you give me a good Midland game, I will watch it. I mean, I did watch the Scottish Cup between St. Mirren and Celtic, and that actually was a good game. I for sure will. Clips, I can definitely use it in one of my vids. I might even use it as a clip in my live stream intros if it's good or if it makes sense. Let me know, but you don't have to send it to my number. I think you should just either post it, or I can give you an email you can send it to if you need to send it. Emirates willing their team on. Kirkins gets the better of Saka. How did Martinelli get out of that, bro? What? And then gives the ball away. Martinelli, the non-Brazilian Brazilian. Would you have a? You had a bad dream? Come here, touch. You want to get up? Come on, get up. No. Okay. Frimpong, you can beat Lewis Skelly. Just dribble, bro. These teams don't want to score. Neither of them. It's about to be 0-0. I'll post it on my channel. Yeah, dope. Post it. Let me see. Tag me in it or tag me in the comments, and then I'll see it, and then we'll go from there. That'd be dope. August 2nd, 2026. Or for me, oh no, February 8th, 2026. Got it. In Denmark. Who's playing who? Midland versus whom? Oh, versus Title Rivals FC. Oh, FC Copenhagen. Is this just in is this just a league game? Is there any significance to this game? Oh, yeah. Sloba Sly. Sloba Slice. Lewis Skelly gets megged. I don't know why I'm being so hard on Lewis Skelly. Tag in the comments doesn't work anymore. YouTube be changing everything. I think he left us to go post the clip. Lewis Skelly gave the ball away. McAllister, good feet. Slow slide. Shoot the ball, yeah. It's hard to explain the amount of importance in this game. It's important, but not crazy important since we play them 4 times a season. See, that's what I mean. Like, I'm looking for like a cup match or doesn't mean we won't watch it. But yeah, if it's just, you guys challenging the best team in the league, I get it. Turn. Bradley kicking the ball out of bounds, man. And here come the Mandem. Thank you, Arteta. Noni Madueke coming in for Saka. And the boy Eze. Wonder who he's coming in for. Odegaard, that's the natural. Yes, sir. Odegaard is gone. Look at Arsenal with some depth. FC Midland's the best team in the Danish league? Hold on. Hold on. You know I can only compare that to the tables. We are Arsenal, then Copenhagen is Liverpool, then Sonderjysk. Sonderjysk is Sunderland. Sonia says we want to draw, really. Man, I don't know who you support, Sonia, but both teams look like they're looking for it. You seem like an Arsenal supporter, honestly. But here's the boy Noni. Noni doing Noni things. Nobody in the box to help him. All right, Super League table. Copenhagen, 5th. Midland, 2nd. Who is AGF? Okay, at least you guys got some parity, because I thought Copenhagen was winners always and forever. And Brøndby. I'm a Chelsea supporter, so we want this game to draw. Okay, Sonia, I feel you. You know, I've been thinking about it all day. We do want this. We do want both teams to drop points, but I think it's tough, man. As a Chelsea fan and an Arsenal hater, I think I'm comfortable to say I really want to see them lose and drop points. But that's not realistic. It really looks like they're winning this league. So there's another side of me that really wants to see Liverpool lose so that we're not 6 points behind them. So there's a lot of thoughts in this. So I agree with you. Maybe a draw is probably best for us, you know? Non-biased, we are the best. FC Midland's the best. Okay, we're going to have to see. We got shitty by the red in our current manager. By the ref. Okay. We're definitely going to watch a Super League game. Danish Super League. What do you call it? Super Legion. Meanwhile, Juventus is smacking Sassuolo. Okay, that game is over. Slopesly. Round 2. Dead ball specialist. Who's better, Slopesly or Declan Rice? Sonia, I think this is your first time here, so welcome. I just want to see Arsenal get scored on. Oy! That was much closer. He just needed to go a little bit wider. But that dip he puts on the ball is serious. Slopesly pulled back. The ref, Anthony Taylor, didn't even call it, bro. This game is getting out of hand, man. Oh man, Sonia, I don't know if you've come and tapped into our starter bench show. It's me and my co-host Alexis. Sheesh. But we talk about Chelsea since we have such a big roster every year. We literally pick players and and managers at this point that we want to play and not play, or see play less. So I'm curious what you think about Liam Rossinier and what you think we'll find in this next half of the season. I think. Are you hopeful at all? Delusionally hopeful like me, or have you given up? Iwazo, first time seeing you here too. Welcome. I'm a Liverpool supporter. Well, your team is sustaining. Oops, I muted it. Your team is doing a good job right now. Just can you get over the hump? Yeah, I don't know if I want Arsenal to drop points because it's just not going to do much. Liverpool drop points, and at least it lets us. Ooh, Martinelli, horrible pass. I think the board just clicks a button each day to sack a random person from the lunch lady to the manager. Hey, you got to do it. It's the Chelsea way. I don't know if y'all remember this when I think it was Mourinho. Mourinho got so mad at the medical staff keeping Hazard on the bench or telling Hazard he needed to come off that he ended up firing her. And then she ends up suing Chelsea, becoming awarded millions of dollars for wrongful termination. And I think now she's an owner of her own club. It's crazy how life changes. Jay Clips is back in the building. Uploaded the edit. Okay, we're going to take a look. 85th minute here, Arsenal versus Liverpool. I think it will end 0-0, the way things look. Unless Arsenal don't look like scoring. Liverpool don't really either, but they've at least had the most possession. I heard Chelsea's new manager has anger issues. I don't know, Iwazo. I haven't heard that. We've seen a couple of clips online of him having fiery speeches, but that seems more like he's motivational than angry. That's funny. Is it true that the path to go pro in the U.S. is extremely bad? It's gotten a little bit better over the last 20 years, but yeah. Europe has had a system for years, decades. So, and the way American sports work, we just work on a different timetable. We have NCAA, which is college sports, which is something that is not a thing in Europe like that. So because of that, it's just different. It's just a completely different game. There's not a lot of attention, and because soccer is not the biggest sport in the U.S., not even top three sports in the U.S. There's not a lot of money or infrastructure put into actually scouting talent and growing talent, developing talent. So we don't have scouts that will come to an amateur game and see you play, and then you know, suddenly you can go and sign for a team. We don't have any of that. We are getting better though. They have academy teams, and a lot of the professional clubs have academy teams now, as well as they're just established academy teams. One of our regulars on here, our regular ballers who shows up, Antonio. He was here yesterday. He's on an academy team. Um, so they're starting to try to develop a system for access and pathways to pro. Iwazo, you're hoping for a draw, but you're a Liverpool fan. You don't want to score. You guys have played better second half, better than Arsenal has at Arsenal's home. It's crazy. Right. The NCAA is just kind of a very American thing that everything is about governance and capitalism. Even yeah, and I can't even say that's an American thing. Even FIFA, right? You remember shit or UEFA? You remember how mad UEFA got when the teams decided they might start a super league? Obviously, they're going to be mad because that would render them not as important. The Champions League is probably the biggest competition in world football, other than maybe not world football, but European football, and certainly club football. This is about to be 0-0. 4 minute stoppage time. Let's put it up. Second half has been a snoozer. Martinelli is so funny, man. It's like he's Brazilian, but not Brazilian at the same time. Let me see what he does. He just kicks. He's just fast. But I'm a hater, so it's okay. Yeah, those used to be the rules for NCAA. They've changed it because they just can't stop it now, and it used to be corrupt anyway, so it didn't matter. But NCAA was amateur sports, college and amateur sports. So you could get a scholarship to go play for a college team, but you weren't allowed to make money or you weren't eligible to play for an NCAA team. So it used to not make sense because there would be college football and basketball, as well as even college soccer, that would make a lot of money in TV deals. ESPN is paying for the TV rights to display the tournament, especially for college basketball and college football. A lot of those tournaments and deals would generate millions, if not billions of dollars, billions in ticket sales and TV rights and sponsorships and whatnot. So then it became an issue because it was like, look, you guys are making all of this money off of the backs of players that aren't getting paid. Well, they've changed those rules. They've brought in a NIL system now, which is name, image, and likeness, which means you're not allowed to have a commercial with somebody's likeness. Like they used to have full-on TV commercials with college football players, college basketball players. And it's like, wait a minute, you're making millions of dollars off of my face because I'm a big time player. And then let that player tear his ACL or have a career-ending injury, then he wouldn't have the opportunity to go to the pros and actually make money. So it's just not fair. So they've changed that. Now they allow players to get paid off of their name, image, and likeness. They allow schools to go and pay a certain amount of money to recruit players, which they used to do that under the table. So it's changing a little bit. Reset, I'm going to lock in and see if I can get on the academy around 2027 or in 2028. I'm going to start playing more and lock into my diet in the gym. Hey, start that now, man. It's 2026. I play for an affiliated of FC Midland, so I'm going to see if I can go on their academy. Hey, man, as long as you're playing, keep playing. Iwazo said, the way we are performing this season, we finna be trophyless. Yes, it looks that way for Liverpool. I actually had so little faith in your team that I bet somebody $100 that Manchester United, would finish higher than Liverpool. Man, why would I ever bet on Manchester United? Stupid. What do I think of Fulham v Chelsea? Oh, the game was annoying. Center backs did not do well. Um, I still think it was more of a. Ooh. Yeah, what is Martinelli doing? And now Jesus is. Ooh, he did torn his ankle though. Connor Bradley. Gabriel Jesus, just try to stay healthy for more than a game. What is he doing? Yeah, Jay Clips. Fulham Chelsea was trash. You know, it was just trash. Chelsea without a coach, without a manager, a lot of raw talent. We should have learned our lesson from other games since we are Red Card FC right now. I would rather Harry scored than Kukurea pull him down and us play with 10 men. Because we can easily come back from 1-0. We can't as easily get results out of games where we play 10 men. So that was what that was. Do I play football? Yes, brother. And so does Reese Fan. I think the chat's really light today, J Clips, but we do have a lot of academy players who pop in. Yo, if Arsenal get this last little bit, for some reason the stream keeps glitching. If they score on this corner, I swear, y'all, it will be the most Arsenal thing ever. It's the 96th minute. We had 2 minutes of extra kind of. Noni, that's a crazy ball. And Gabriel missed the header. Game. Draw. That was an interesting ball. He just missed it. He could have scored that. Oh, man. He was up. I mean, more than likely Allison would have saved it. Set piece FC. No. All right, J Clips. I'm going to take one look, see if I can find your post. Otherwise, we've been streaming for some hours, y'all. I am exhausted. Isn't it crazy? Like streaming, just sitting down watching TV is exhausting. What a life I live.
Millie Bobby Brown owns 3 stunningly expensive items. First, she resides in a spacious ranch in Georgia, USA, in a quiet and private environment.
What is that? Did y'all hear that? All right, let's see. Good game, Reese fan. Hey, appreciate you tapping into both streams. Man, you might have to be made a moderator soon as much as you come. We'll see. Liverpool at 35 points. Only 4 above us, which is nice. Man City at 43. Villa at 43, man. Yeah, they're booing. Hold on, J Clips. If you're still here, I'm going to see if I can find you real quick. J Clips SP6I. J Clips P6I. All right, let's see. Latest one, okay. He did. He made a Cole Palmer cut. This might be something you guys, a lot of you guys are editing this way with these dope clips, but that was clean, bro. Appreciate you for sending that. I'll have to figure out how to integrate that. Much more to come, man. A lot more streams. We're going to keep streaming, keep doing things. Good games to watch. I think probably the most entertaining game was the French Cup final. I'm not gonna lie, this Liverpool game was interesting, but it's just like this is how Arsenal are gonna win the league. They're just gonna pull these results. You know, they're just not losing games, and as long as they keep that pace, they'll be fine. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. Got some work to do. Got a flight to catch tonight. Lots to do. So we'll tap in with you this weekend. We'll have more games to watch, more fun to be had. More coming. Yeah, Arsenal just fell off in the second half. Just whatever. And that's kind of annoying. That's what's annoying about all of this. Waste of time, says Reese. There's the hater in you. Yeah, man. They don't lose, but they just don't look like a team that's winning. So Arsenal definitely not winning no trouble. You can't win the Champions League playing like that. All right, my dog. You have a good game, day as well, bro. Yeah, kind of a trash game. If you can, I don't know if you can run it back, but that Marseille PSG game was actually a fun game to watch. I think I didn't watch as much of the Real Madrid game, but I think Real Madrid Atletico at least had some entertainment in it. It was entertaining. It was whatever, but just tactically, it was very Premier League. You know, 2 top teams drawing, a lot of pressure, all that. All right, my brother. We'll catch you guys next stream. Peace.